I'm very mindful, just reflecting as we come to meet later, of the bereavement suffered by Charles's family and by the Maxwell family. And also because I'm from a small place in Belfast called Ballymurphy, and Springhill, of the 16 people who were killed there, including 2 Catholic priests and 3 children and a mother of 8 and 10 local men, neighbours and friends of mine, and there's been a lot of hurt, and thankfully all of that in conflict is behind us, but the hurt isn't behind us, and I'd like to think that today's engagement will be a symbolic but also a practical step of facing into the future.
Is it a day for apologies? Will you be apologising to him on behalf of the Republican movement?
I expressed regrets at the time. One couldn't help but be regretful about the loss, particularly when there are children involved. But I don't think it's an occasion. It's a very personal. It's a human occasion. You know, one of our councillors who can't be here today is Mairead Farrell, whose aunt Mairead was killed by the British at Gibraltar. Small island community that would, you would have that. And also up in Sligo, where Sean McManus, he and his wife Helen lost their IRA volunteer son Joe. He was shot to death on active service. So, you know, there's a lot of hurt, a lot of grief, but you know, we have to make sure all our steps are forward.
The British Embassy are saying this is a process of contributory factor to peace and reconciliation on the island. How do you view the visit in that regard?
Well, I think in its own right, symbolically and in a practical sense, it is that, but it's also very much up to the 2 governments to build on this. When Michael D, our president, led the delegation to Britain in the first state visit since partition, I made the point that we want peace on our streets, not just in the big houses and the palaces, and that remains the case. So all of these unfinished cases, the families from all sides, including those bereaved by the IRA, but those who are out campaigning for justice, like those from Ballymurphy, the people in Bloody Sunday, the people in the forgotten of the Dublin Monaghan bombings, we need to try and ensure that they also have a future.
Gerry, would you expect some acknowledgement from Prince Charles in the actions of paratroopers in the past?
No, I don't have any expectations other than this being an engagement which I hope symbolically and practically will assist that entire process. It will by its nature be a relatively short engagement, but that is all built on it.
Will you be shaking hands with the Prince? Is that part of it?
I presume so. I never buy into not shaking hands.